Hey guys, before I get into this video, I just want to let you know these are my personal experiences. I had a wonderful time in Europe. It was a lot of fun. So this is again my personal experience on some stuff that happened to me in a very small amount of time in this country. Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Ploppy podcast. Today I'm going to be talking all about my trip to Europe, all the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the good, the bad, and the sexy. Strap in for this video because I'm about to start it off hard with number one, the toilet paper. My guy, why does all the toilet paper in Europe consist of fiberglass, plywood, and a dirty old leather strap from the bottom of an old man's shoe? Every time I went into a bathroom, I took my own life into my hands. I took my butthole into my hands, really. You don't even want to wipe while you're in Europe. It's rough. You're crying every time that you do it. I've come back from Europe with 2 buttholes, so thank you very much for that. Every single toilet was paid. You had to pay to use the bathroom. You wouldn't just accept any type of money. You had to go get a PP card. Yeah, a specific credit card just designated for use in public toilets. So if you want to tap your credit card, no, that's not going to work out. You need a premium PP card, sir. It was kind of funny running into some tourists who didn't know about this already. And there were some English guys who were like, 50 cents for a piss?
Architecture.
Architecture is amazing there. Everything's like 500, 600, 800 years old. You point to a building, it's got Versace or Nike in it now, and I don't know, all the trim and everything around it is like 900 years old. It's amazing. We just don't have that kind of architecture here. All of our buildings are made of stucco. If you want to go to Montreal and see some old buildings, that's great, but they're probably all covered in graffiti anyways. Another thing that we know is brick houses, baby. When we were in Belgium, brick houses were all around. Brick houses are like a norm there. It's not even a big deal. In fact, they laughed in my big fat Canadian face when I said, wow, brick houses, I'm so impressed. Everything's amazing. It's just everything is so cramped. This huge city, maybe the size of Edmonton, but it's like in half the space. When we were in Amsterdam, all the buildings were literally just glued together, and you kind of got a little bit boxed in feeling, a little bit of lot of, what's that word called when you're claustrophobic? You got claustrophobic, my guy. Fashion. The fashion there is amazing. Sometimes you would just be walking down the street and be like, oh my God, is that a celebrity or am I really just that poor? People dress up. We've actually bought some clothes there as well, and when I wear them, I gotta say, I feel pretty European. Hasta suntem, bro! I got new glasses, Nike hat, and brand new jacket. Very nice. Time to drive in BMW, go hit up the club, see all the ladies. It's going to be good, bro. You have to work sometimes on the weekend, 1-2 hour, but you know, it's fine. Oh God, this is so bad.
Food.
The food. We literally never had a bad meal while we were in Europe. One of the other funny things about going to Europe is that there's different pronunciations for different things. Like, one of the restaurants we went to was Bum Schniffen, which, by the way, was a fantastic bar, and I highly recommend it. But on the menu, they had Argentinian steak, and then they had USA steak. The steak that came out, American steaks were like huge steaks. The Argentinian steak is tiny. It's very small. My friend actually had to call over the waiter to get clarification that this is actually the large steak. I love the restaurants, I love the people, but for some reason, the restaurant service is just not up to par. Every single restaurant we go to, we have to be like yelling at the waiter, excuse me, sir, ma'am, can I please get some service here? The service is terrible. It's really bad.
Spartans! What is your profession?
There is so much awesome beer there. Also, the beer is literally cheaper than water. It's insane. You can drink on the streets. We went to Germany. I believe in Amsterdam as well, you can drink on the streets. Beers are huge. They're like half a liter. okay? They call ours minis. So we're going back one night to the hotel, and we decided to pick up some beers to take back with us. We stopped by like a convenience store, and I pick up a bunch of bottles, just random bottles of beer. This one looks cool, that one looks great, and I bring them to the counter. I take out my Visa, and the guy says, minimum 10 euro for credit card purchases. What do you mean? I have like 7 bottles here. One thing about the beer that I will say was not my favorite is that they always pour it with so much head. There's so much foam in these beers. I don't know why this needs to be this much foam and this much beer. Listen, I like drinking beer. I don't like having a milk mustache every time I go for a drink. Side note, this is the one time I will complain about too much head. We went to the Heineken factory. The Heineken factory was absolutely amazing. So cool to see how like the beer is made. They went through an entire tour of like the old factory. It was actually a historic building. At the end, they gave you some tokens. So you can go downstairs and have some beer. The only thing is when they pour the beer, they just hold the glass straight, pour the beer straight in. You got a ton of head, and then they just take a knife and cut it off the top. So the floor was absolutely covered in beer. It was very sticky, but very fun bar. It's kind of like a dive bar at the bottom of a brewery. Super, super cool.
Mi nombre es Manuel.
We actually rented a car while we went to Europe. Very smart decision. I decided to be a financial guru and save $100 and not get an automatic vehicle, which I've driven all my life, but decided to learn how to drive manual car whilst in Europe. So it went a little bit like how you think it would go. Daniel, shift up, shift up.
Daniel, oh God.
We're going up a hill.
Clutch.
Traffic.
Obviously, you hear there's a lot of traffic. Everyone complains about traffic. I don't think you understand how much traffic there is. There's not only traffic on the street, there's traffic on the sidewalks, there's traffic in the bike lanes, there's traffic in the air. Traffic in your brain, there's traffic in your bloodstream. You go to get up and use your bathroom inside your private hotel room, there's traffic. You go to take a smoke outside, there's traffic. You want to daydream and you get caught on a thought train or whatever that's called. Lot of train of thought, there we go. You get lost away with a train of thought, you might be there 40 minutes because guess what? There's traffic.
And they don't think I know a buttload of crap about the gospel, but I do. Okay?
There's so many old churches, giant cathedrals, and these huge monuments to Christ. You know, it's Europe, but like, my God, this many old churches, all these different giant buildings, and it's just Christos, 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 everywhere. By the way, they said Jesus Christ in German, and how do you pronounce Jesus Christ in German?
In German, Jesus Christ is Jesus Christus.
La chocolate.
The chocolate in Europe, chocolate in Belgium. Okay, let's be real about this. The chocolate in Belgium and in Germany, they're kind of competing against one another. You know, who can make the better chocolate? Who can make the best beer? Who can have the fattest tourists show up to their country? I don't know, it's a wash. I went to both countries, so I guess they both take a prize. We went to a chocolate museum in Germany. That was unbelievable. The Lindt Museum was huge. You got to try a piece of the Lindt chocolate as it came off a conveyor belt. There was even a little bar where you can drink chocolate made in the Lindt Museum afterwards. In fact, even when we went to the chocolate museum, they had a statue of Trudeau. What do you think about that? The chocolate in Europe is not like just, you know, you have some chocolate bars or you have a milk chocolate or something. Chocolate is something that they take very seriously, like it's an art. They give you all these flavorings and all these tastes that you wouldn't even think of, like chili pepper and strawberry oregano oil, or I don't know, crushed spider and olive juice from the gods. A lot of olive oil in the chocolate. I don't know how to make chocolates. It was good chocolate, okay? It was delicious chocolate.
The arts.
There is so much art in Europe. It's crazy. Everywhere you turn, there's this old statue, or there's this, even some of the museums that we went to were pieces of art themselves. You just stood outside and you're like, wow, I cannot believe that this place looks this amazing. One of the big things to see in Belgium, Manica piss. This is a man taking a piss. More accurately, it's a statue of a little boy taking a piss, and it is uber popular. So popular, in fact, that he has a counterpart, Janica piss, that also is a statue of a little girl peeing. Yeah, it's weird, but that's one of the many art installations we saw in Europe. Like even the train station, which here in our LRTs and everything, our train stations, you're scared about getting peed on, stabbed, or both. Over there, we went to the train station. It was a cool, hip spot to hang out. It was beautiful and huge. There was gold everywhere. We went with some of our family friends and she was like, yeah, I love to, just sit by here, study, all that stuff. Nobody would go to study in Edmonton in the train station unless they're studying how much crime is going on in Edmonton. Then a train station in Edmonton would be a very good place to start. One of my favorite things about the museums that we went to was the wax museum too. It was my first time ever going to one of these wax museums. Everybody was so cool who was working there. They offered to take photos for us. They directed us to our favorite celebrities. I don't know, I probably will never get to meet these people in real life, so it was pretty cool to meet them as wax statues. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Ploppy Podcast. If you like it, please watch, subscribe, all my other videos because there's more stuff coming in the future. Blat, it's me, bro. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe or else no cigarette for you. See you in the next video, bro. Brand hat and I got all of the nice oh god, this is so bad. Oh god, I don't know. Oh, that is so cringe. Drive up on the sidewalk, who knows? My light just cut out? Why did I put it in my mouth? Why did I do that? I touched it with my hand, I knew it was hot. More loud noises, please.
Everything needs to go in this freezer.
I'm glad I captured this abuse on camera.
It's so soft. Fuck. Fuck, it's so soft.
It's a bad start.
Oh! Oh! It's good. It's good. You have water?
I have water.